Okay, we're talking to Marcus Champion here. Hey, what's your thought about the opening here, Marcus?
About the what?
About the opening of this.
I thought it was powerful. You know, it was a good way to start the day, a good way to set the tone and send a message to the folks inside. We're here for business. You know, like was mentioned several times, what happened on August 31st, September 1st was unacceptable, and we're going to make sure that doesn't happen again. The legislators that are in there that are supposed to represent us, if they can't get the job done, we will find folks who can get the job done. So I hope that they heard this message. I hope they hear what we have to say today, and hope we can start moving in a similar parallel direction to be able to get things done. So that, like I said, September 1st doesn't happen again.
So what is, from your perspective, what is your goal? What needs to be accomplished here from this whole legislative session?
In this legislative session, I mean, bare minimum, we should come out of this with an agency. We should come out of this with a fund, and with the money that the governor set aside last session at $12 million, we need probably, let's 10x that. Let's get 10 times more. Let's get 120 million going into next session for implementation. We need that eminent domain bill brought back. There is an eminent domain bill on the table now, but it's not specific to descendants of persons enslaved in the United States. So we need the language changed in that to make sure that it's clean, it's for our people specifically. If it's not for our people, it's not reparations. And then we're also advocating for, you know, we're always told there's no money. We're advocating for a direct compensation or a direct cash payment fund for our seniors, because how long do they have to wait to start getting their reparations, start getting compensated? So we're advocating for that. And just in general, we want to make sure that anything that is put out there as reparations or labeled reparations, that it has the proper language for the African American descendants of persons enslaved in the United States, also known as the American Freedmen.
You just touched on something, right? Because the elder population here in the state of California is getting older, so they do have to be looked after. Would you be willing to sit down with the governor to explain to him how important this is, instead of just standing in front of a microphone and talking to the lawmakers? He needs to get out in front of the people and listen to, you know, the reparations.
Absolutely. You know, the governor's put himself out there as someone who is a proponent of reparations. And so when he had the opportunity last session to prove that, he dropped the ball just like the CLBC. And so now is the time to put that into action. Like Chris said, we all know that Gavin Newsom wants to run for president. If he wants to be president, a good way, a good momentum setter is to do reparations in California.
But I was just going to build upon that and say, learn from your friend Kamala. We just saw what happened to your friend, you know. Your decisions that you make are going to have political consequences. One of the ladies called it, this is going to have a direct impact on Kamala's election, and it did. So reparations is about repair, and that's what we're here to do. I would say take it seriously, because your presidential ambitions depend on this.
All right. So we need Mr. Charlton.
That's what I would say about that.
Thank you, Tariq.